One of my pet peeves in education nowadays is when educators talk about real-world learning activities for our youngsters. It's only real world in that it's real world to us, but not to them, because we have the experience base. They don't. Their real world is right there with Lego and play, and so we operate with them, take advantage of working in that environment, and it's a win-win situation.
This is the 4-H Lego Robotics Challenge. We have to complete as many missions as we possibly can on this board within 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then we also have a research project, which is about helping those who served us throughout the military. And so one of our projects is to donate gift baskets to veterans around Garrett County. So we program these robots, and we cannot touch them once they go outside of the square here. And so it's all themed on the military, and we actually ship this challenge to 51 Air Force bases across the world.
First Robotics has been around in Garrett County we just finished our 13th season. One of our programs, our flagship program, which is First Robotics Competition, FRC, and our team is it's team number 1629.
I'm on another FTC team which builds bigger robots, and we went to the World Championship and got the Rockwell Collins Innovate Award, which is the first award in our team's history, so at the World Championship level.
These guys work extremely hard, so I thought they needed a fun day.
First is a mentor-based program. That's one of the things that I get most excited about, is having engineers and professionals in our community work together with our kids. The other thing I like about the program, that it's developing these kids on our FRC team as future leaders in both in STEM fields and in education. I mean, the impact that these young people are having in Garrett County is truly amazing.
We're out here for a team building meeting and get to know each other, because we have new students coming that we don't know too well, so we're going to bond with them so that our next upcoming season is enjoyable.
I mean, I can get excited about a good robotics competition, but I really get excited when I have a high school junior sit down with a third grader and explain how gears multiply themselves, and that's why they should learn their multiplication facts by the time they're done with third grade. That's what I get really excited about.
I really like how we go and we reach out to all the little kids. It just amazes me when they get really happy when you show them the toys.
Whenever I got to help out in the community and just go out and do stuff and help other people do what I get to do and teach others more about what I know. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
When my boys hit kindergarten, first grade, I started teaching summer tech camps. And then when they got middle school, we did the first Lego League and then worked our way up through high school. But they're graduated and out, and I'm still doing it because it's a wonderful program for the kids.
Well, they learn the ratios, the gears, there's timings, decimals, equations, depending on what type of program the kids get into. There's variables. So it's pretty much endless, the tie to math and science, engineering obviously, but what the kids really relevantly see is the measurements.
I get excited about kids having to worry about writing business plans to keep our team going, and worry about entrepreneurship and marketing and everything else our team is involved in. First Robotics is the whole ball of wax. Our team's been very successful, and as far as being recognized in the FIRST community for what we do in Garrett County, and as far as how competitive our robot is, thanks to our wonderful partners and mentors who work along with our kids. And we've been to Atlanta several years, we've been to St. Louis, and those are places that some of our kids probably would not be able to get to if it weren't for our program here. We build a new robot every year to play a different game. And what happens is that becomes quite expensive. Of course, we travel to these places like St. Louis for our first championships and so on and so forth. So our budget reaches about $45,000 every year, and some years it's even more than that. I tell the kids all the time who are in the program that they get out of the program what they put into it, like anything else in life. We've had kids, our first cohort, we started with mostly freshmen that went through our program and graduated from high school. That cohort, we had students go to Cornell. A young lady went to Cornell. A young lady went to Bucknell, both to study engineering. We had a young lady go to MIT out of that first cohort. A young man go to Case Western. They're all doing great things now.
I really want to work on genetic medicines, like the new genotherapies they're coming out with.
I want to go to college and get a degree in computer science. I haven't completely focused it, but I'm thinking in web design or some kind of graphic design or something. I'm taking the AP computer science class this year to help understand other topics in computer science.
Yes, I really like doing the software and the debugging and the coding of things.
I tell you, what you hear mostly is how many kids who stick with this end up with scholarships.
And out of that initial cohort, I would say half of them now are either head of a team, started a team, where they found a team to help out where they're living. And I think that's what's really, really cool about this program.
I was on a 4-H robotics team, which is similar to FLL, and then I joined FTC, and I really liked it, so that's why I decided to go on to FRC. And I also really enjoy those type of things.
What happens is they go out into the community and into our schools, and then provide opportunities for younger students to experience STEM and to build some confidence, thinking, yeah, I can do this math stuff, I can do the science stuff.
But robotics has really helped me because I've gotten to talk to other people that I don't know before.
And when these kids have to go into 3 different strangers at different events and talk about questions, they have no idea what's coming. They are prepped, but they don't know what you're going to ask or what's going to be asked of them. And they have to think on their feet. The confidence it builds, yes, and again, that's something I've seen in my own children.
Our vision is to make sure that every student in Garrett County is something we call STEM ready, meaning that there's switches in each child's brain that needs to be turned on in order for them to be truly successful in science, technology, and mathematics. One of those things is a good sense of spatial reasoning. Research tells us that if a student doesn't get a good sense of spatial reasoning by the time they're in 5th grade, that window closes. And they miss out on that essential foundational skill that they need in order to be successful in the STEM areas.
We've been to the World Championships 11 times of those 13, so that's quite a feat. We're also the very first ones to ever win the Engineering Inspiration Award worldwide, and we did it 2 years in a row. And nobody has ever even won it twice, but we did it 2 years in a row. So that says a lot for our program.
I like going to the competitions. That was really a life-changing experience because I got to go to places I've never been before.
Garrett County is definitely a leader. You hear that everywhere you go. When you're downstate, our qualifier is, they say, the hardest in the county, in the state. If you win up here, you're going to do very well downstate. The hard part is getting out of Garrett County because there's so many very dedicated teams and great mentors.
Some of these teams have 100, 150 kids, and they don't have the parent following that we have. So so they're very appreciative. You can just tell just from the way.
Everybody works together really well, and like this, how happy everybody else gets whenever we work with them.
We didn't know each other in elementary school, but I think we met in 4th grade.
Well, I know you in elementary school.
Yeah.
You can turn the wheel and it moves, but these back wheels don't move because they're too big to move.
This first and second grade tech camp is specifically with simple machines, which yes, that is in the science curriculum for the second graders. So it's great hands-on learning. They come, they learn about simple machines, they build, they modify, learn about a single axle versus separate axles, all kinds of cool hands-on stuff with simple machines.
And I also enjoyed going into my old school and seeing all my teachers and being able to teach the kids and encourage them to come join and be like me.
We built a